everyone. Now, I guess you people are ready with the balance sheet as closing, balance sheet of opening, and income and expenditure account. As I just want to recap that income and expenditure always includes all the revenue nature of income and expenses, while balance sheet includes all the capital nature, expenses, and income. And if something outstanding or advance will be there, then it will be transferred to the balance sheet. Now, first take a pencil in your hand and just have a glance on your textbook, and in that receipts and payments. First, we will make a tick mark of all the adjustments what are available in the additional information. So very first is subscription. You will see subscription for previous year, that is 2012 and 2013, both is given. So make a tick mark on 2012 and 2013. Then comes your salary. Come to your balance sheet, come to your receipts and payments, credit side, you will find salary over there. Then rent, then make a tick mark on both of that. Then you will observe on January 1st, third adjustment, organization owned furniture and books. So make a tick mark on furniture and books. So now first thing what we are going to do is, first we will those items which are tick mark, we are not going to touch that first. First we are going to transfer all the individual items what are available in receipts and payments account to the different our opening closing balance sheet, and at the same time in income and expenditure. So very first item is cash in hand, cash at bank. On the receipt side, very first item is cash in hand, cash at bank. So come to your opening balance sheet and there transfer on the asset side cash in bank, cash at bank, because they are asset for the previous year. Understood? Come to your next part, that is subscription. Ignore full subscription right now, we will do as the adjustment will be done. Then comes your sales of old newspaper. Now sale of old newspaper is which nature? It is of revenue nature. Okay, so revenue nature will be transferred to income and expenditure, income side. So I will make a tick mark on the screen. Have a look on that. Buy, sale of old newspaper. Then comes your government grant. So government grant. Now here government grant we used to get yearly. So it is of revenue nature, income. So government grant will be transferred to income and expenditure, credit side. Understood? Then we had made a tick mark on furniture. If you had observed, I had made you tick mark on furniture. So ignore this furniture right now, sale of old furniture. Come to your interest received on a fixed deposit. Now this is to be also tick mark because there was an internal adjustment. When I have read the sum, I have told you there is a hidden adjustment over there. So make a tick mark on that also. Come to your payment side. Very first item is general expenses. Come to your income and expenditure. Very first item general expenses. Then comes your newspaper. Again over there only income and expenditure, expenses side. That is debit side. Then electricity again same. Then fixed deposit with bank. Right now ignore this. Then comes your books, salary, rent. This all items are already tick marks, so you don't have to transfer right now. Then comes your postage charges. Come to your income and expenditure debit side, postage charges. Then comes your furniture. Again, this is again capital nature. Then cash in hand and cash at bank. Have you observed this? Cash in hand, cash at bank. So this is closing cash in hand, closing cash at bank. So come to your closing balance sheet and over there on the asset side you can write down. You can write down on the very first also of this, or you can write down at the last part of a balance sheet. I have written on the last part, you can write down on the first also. That is not a matter over here. It doesn't have any fixed format in the balance sheet of not-for-profit organization. As we have learned in the last year, it was there, but in this right now, not for profit organization, nothing is there. Okay, now purely we are going to focus on adjustments. First we will do hidden adjustment, which is available over here. Have a look on that. Fixed asset. Have you seen that fixed asset? It is having a date on 31st June 2013 at rate 10%, and amount is standing with 18,000. Come to your closing balance sheet. Closing balance sheet, there you will find, write down fixed deposit. Closing balance sheet, fixed deposit. Have you seen that? I made a tick mark right now. It is standing with 18,000, and besides that there is an adjustment. So come to your working part. Come to your working part. Write down. As I am saying, write down. 18,000 multiply by 10 upon 100 multiply by how many months are this? This is 31st June 2012. 13. So now count the months for that. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. June we don't have to calculate because June is 31st June is mentioned. So it will give you whole scenario like 18,000 multiplied by 10 upon 100 multiplied by 6 upon 12. So your answer gives you 900. Got that? Okay, fine. 900. Bas keep it aside. Come to your receipts and payments debit side. Have you seen interest received on fixed deposit, receipts and payments debit side? Seen? Okay, fine. There 450 is also already mentioned. So yearly fixed deposit income is 900, of which 450 is already received. So yet 450 is outstanding. So come to your balance sheet. Whenever fixed deposit is mentioned, over there you write down plus outstanding 450, and then outer columns gives you 18,450. Understood? Come to your income and expenditure. In income and expenditure, again another effect is to be given. By, it is an income for the firm, so write down by interest on FD 450, which is already mentioned in the receipts and payments, plus outstanding CY 450. So outer columns gives you 900. Is understood? If you have any doubt, you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp message. Clear? Shall I proceed further? Okay, fine. So now comes your salary. Sorry, it's no salary. First adjustment stands with subscription. So come to your subscription. Okay, now subscription outstanding 31st 12 2012 2000. First we will solve this. Now you may have observed in the subscription 3 different years are given. So when 3 different years are given, you are only concerned for income and expenditure 2013 only. But here it is adjustment of 2012. So come to your opening balance sheet first. There you write down subscription outstanding 31/3/2012. Subscription outstanding 2000 over there. First you write down there. So one adjustment is over, and come to your closing balance sheet. Added in the salary. So add in salary 3600 plus 600, outer gives you 4200. Now another effect. Come to your balance sheet. Closing. So over there you have to write down salary outstanding 600 rupees. Liability side. Clear? Written? Fine. And further 1 month rent is paid in advance. So come to your again income and expenditure where rent is to be mentioned. To rent, write down in a column to rent 65. Okay, here they had mentioned rent is 1 month advance. So this particular information in receipts and payments is given of how many months? It is given of 13 months. So you will see I had done the working over here only. LS advance 6500 divided by 13. So 500 is already advance. So that will give you 1 month salary, 1 month rent. That is 500. Take it outside, write down 6000 over there. And another effect is come to your balance sheet, closing asset side. Write down rent in advance. Rent in advance. Return rupees 500. All the two adjustments are over. Now we are moving towards last part. On January 1st, 2012, organization owned furniture of 12,000. This is what January 1st, 2012 means opening balance sheet. Opening balance. So opening balance will transfer to the opening balance sheet. Come to your opening balance sheet. Over there purely write down furniture 12,000. And over there write down same way books also rupees 5,000. Clear? Another effect will be transfer. Come to your closing balance sheet. Over there write down in the inner column first furniture 2,000, 12,000, and over there leave one line and then write down books 5,000. Books 5,000. Written? Okay, fine. Come to your furniture again. In the payment side, furniture is purchase of 10,500. So where you have written 12,000, write down plus furniture purchase 10,500 and come to your receipt side. Sale of old furniture. Have you seen that? Over there it is mentioned book value. So write down less sale. You have to write down book value only 5,000. So ultimately your solution will be like this: 12,000 plus 10,500 minus 5,000. Ultimately outer column gives you 1,17,500. Sorry, 17,500. Clear? Any question? Another effect for loss on sale of furniture will be also reflecting in income and expenditure. Is it profit or loss? So obviously it is seen that book value is 5,000 and it is sold for 3,700. So that is a loss. So income and expenditure debit side to loss on sale of furniture. It will be standing with how much rupees? The difference is 5,000 minus 3,700 gives you 1,300. Okay, fine. Come to now books. Come to your closing balance sheet. Over there you write down plus purchase books rupees 5,000. How much rupees is there? It is 7,000. So add 7,000. So now your books is standing with rupees 12,000. Clear? Any question? Fine. So that is the end part of our sum. Now I am switching towards total. How to do the total? So very first thing, keep your pen aside. Just focus on this. Have a look on this opening balance sheet. So in this opening balance sheet, which side is greater? Obviously it is seen that asset side is having so asset side total is 38,550 and the difference you will arrive is 38,550. That is termed as capital fund. transfer this capital fund to the closing balance sheet. 38,550. Seen? I have made a tick mark. Now come to your income and expenditure. Income and expenditure also, make a total in the rough. Whichever side is more, you have to write down, jot down that in a rough. Over obviously debit side also you jot down, credit side also you jot down, which is already done by me. See, have a look on this. 42150 is the grand total of credit side. That is, income is more and expenses is less. So I got the difference is 2 surplus. Besides that, write down excess of income over expenditure. Excess of income over expenditure. Come to your, transfer this to closing balance sheet. You have written, already mentioned capital fund. Over there write down add surplus 22,300. So ultimately you will find out a total outside is 60,850. Done? So now make a grand total, and that grand total will be 61,950 both the sides. That's all for today. So our sum number 6 is over, right? I hope you had understood this. Thank you.